Hi there, it's Ben Binger here, and on this month's edition of Market Watch, very exciting update. Earlier this week, the Federal Reserve made a large announcement basically reversing their policy on bonds buying and interest rate increases. If you've watched my previous market watches, you know that the Federal Reserve has said in 2019 they were planning to raise rates at least 3, if not 4 times. Well, they just put a halt on that, reversed that decision and said, hey, at this point, we are not looking at raising rates at all anymore in 2019. So this is certainly great news. Now, why the change in this policy? Well, Jim Cramer from Squawk Box actually summed it up pretty succinctly. The U.S. economy is down. Globally, most global economies are down, except for maybe Brazil. Most global economies are teetering right on the edge of recessions right now. There's some economic uncertainty, both in the national and in the global markets. U.S. unemployment is up a little bit. U.S. GDP is down a little bit. You combine that with the Chinese tariffs, those are creating a little extra concern on our national GDP. So overall, the Federal Reserve has given a modest outlook for the U.S. economy moving forward into the future. So what does this mean for you? Well, essentially, we're going to see lower rates, at least for the short term. So if you are a buyer looking at purchasing a property sometime this spring, you should be able to see some great interest rates, the lowest rates we've seen in the last 12 to 18 months. And actually, here's my market chart brought to you by the artistic talents of yours truly. Let's go through this. This is actually the last 12 months. We go all the way back to April of 2018, and it jumps every quarter. So you see July, October, January 2019, and then we're here towards the end of March. So as you can see, as we went into spring a year ago, we started to see rates go up. We see a little drop, and then they go up again. We saw a little drop, and as we went from summer into fall, we really saw rates just really start to skyrocket into October, until we were to the place where it was the highest we have seen interest rates in 4 years. The market responded poorly, stocks responded poorly, bonds responded poorly, and now we're seeing the Federal Reserve say, you know, we probably should make a change in our policy on this. We're seeing our mortgage rates since really the end of the year now begin to drop, and as we've gone through January, through February, through our whole first quarter 2019, we're now at the best rates that we have seen, like I said, in 12 to 18 months. So really, really great news there. Here's what I would say is if you are a homeowner, maybe you're looking at consolidating some debt, paying off a personal loan, unsecured credit line, a credit card debt, whatever it may be, student loans, anything that has a higher interest rate to it, it may make sense with where rates are for you to do what's called a cash out refinance, where you take some of the equity out of your home to pay off some of that higher interest rate debt. So if this is something that interests you, certainly feel free to drop me an email, shoot me a text. We'd love to be able to take a look and see if that's something that we'd be able to help you out with. Overall, this is certainly a very welcomed change and a welcome trend. And so as we sign off on this Market Watch, we give this a thumbs up. Until next time, bye-bye.